COVID-19 is having a profound impact on the way people work and live across Europe and the globe, but the implications for young people are of particular concern. Research shows that they have been disproportionately affected, so much that we are starting to talk about the lockdown generation in the same way as the last generation of the Great Recession. There's no doubt they face very specific challenges. Large-scale disruption to education and training as schools and higher education places shut down and move towards online training and education. Longer and more arduous transitions into the labour market with less vacancies, less apprenticeships. Employment vulnerability due to the concentration in specific sectors like tourism and commerce and temporary contracts. Less access to formal income support due mostly to limited labour market attachment, and finally a negative impact on well-being due to the many social restrictions they are enduring. Eurofound's Living Working COVID-19 online survey provides some insight into all this. The first wave was carried out in April during the lockdown, and the second wave end of June as deconfinement was taking place across the European Union. Both the e-survey and the just released data from Eurostat confirm a sharp increase in unemployment for the younger age groups, now standing at nearly 3 million across the European Union. At the same time, young people also report a higher rate of being worried about losing their jobs compared to other age groups, standing at 10% beginning of July. And while they less frequently report financial situation concerns, the findings show that young people have comparatively less access to formal support, and this could become extremely critical if the crisis becomes protracted. Of utmost concern, the survey confirms that the restrictions of the lockdown have affected the well-being of youth more than other age groups, and this in a very negative manner. They continue to report feeling more tense, lonely, and excluded from society than other groups. The survey and other research findings point to the fact that in the mitigation and recovery phase, it is very important to anticipate the needs and impact across different age groups. The European Commission's new youth employment package of €22 billion to support youth employment initiatives across the EU will go some way to addressing negative impacts for this lockdown generation. Some national governments have introduced support measures, including facilitating student funding and access and encouragement to apprenticeships like in Austria, as well as in most countries advice to parents and young people on how to deal with the situation of restricted social interaction. But as the crisis continues, more will need to be done. Addressing the specific needs of young people at this critical time requires a multidimensional approach and will need to be a part of both the national and EU policy agenda for some time to come. Feeling supported increases the optimism in the future, as well as trust in governance. And young people need to feel supported in this current and upcoming situation.